Hello, it's Christine from the European Startup Association, and I'm here again with Alexander Savoy, who is the founder of Flow Findios. And he was, like I mentioned in the previous episode, one of our speakers, entertainers, rappers, and everything else that you can think of our previous festival in Malmö in Sweden. And he's also a startup member of our community. And I'm super happy that we have a second interview with you. And we are talking about the challenges that you have faced throughout your startup journey and what you can learn from it, and why it's also okay maybe to talk about things and to get even more support, because sometimes we maybe close up a bit and think, okay, it's not okay to say this to other people, and maybe sometimes we are ashamed even of certain feelings. Same for me. It's like, okay, I can't tell people now that I'm super overwhelmed with stuff.
Right.
But it's all about being authentic, and then you will see and you will get even more support and better support system. So I hand over to you to maybe talk a bit more about that.
Yeah, I completely agree. Because, there's, of course, the technical challenges that every startup is going to face. You never know what challenge is going to come, and you got to work real quick. Because for me, we had challenges with outsourced relationships, such as the graphic designer of the game, who was causing some tension with the team because there were disagreements, and, contracting. And then I had my own personal biases and versus progressiveness, because I feel like I'm a very open-minded kind of person. However, that doesn't mean that I don't have my own biases, which were really closing me in from what was right under my nose. So once you learn how to get over that and start really asking the right questions for your customer, for investors, whoever the audience is, you get so much more, and you're able to work so much faster. And, kind of you help your baby rather than giving it away, I would like to say. But I think my biggest challenge definitely was recently actually dealing with my mental health. I'm currently feeling amazing. I am recovered, but I have been dealing with chronic depression for about 8 years. And I was self-medicating for most of those years until recently. I just had enough. And, I think I was tired of just pretending to be okay, or I was distracting myself in whatever way. And it was taking so much time, so much energy. I wasn't able to really prioritize myself for my life, for my startup, over other things in life. So I finally just decided, I need help. I need help to take care of this. I should suggest trying medication if professional doctors suggested. Like, I came to Sweden for health purposes too, so that I could take care of my health. And so I was like, well, why not use the chance now? And I might not believe in everything that my Swedish side believes in, but I gotta give it a chance. And so far, it's been amazing. I've been going to therapy. I've started on this new medication that has just I can just enjoy the little details in life. It's easier for me to accept what I want to do. And I also am able to communicate honestly and authentically with people I care about. And if I feel like other people have other priorities, or I just feel like we're going different paths and it's just best for us to go different ways, I don't feel guilty about it anymore. And I don't feel guilty about other people deciding that for themselves either. And I guess I had to, because of my depression, I had to face reality where, some of the dark things, like we're all going to die and we're all going to get sick and old. My mom I shared my story at the conference about my mother being really sick. And I realized that one of the scariest things to me is how much cancer runs in my family. And also stuff with personal relationships. So I had to really face these things instead of hide or just smile and say oh, I'll just do what makes everyone happy, because not everyone's going to be happy. And I started accepting on it. I'm working on it. I still have ways to go, but it just feels amazing, because I don't think I could have imagined this place that I'm in right now personally for myself. I feel like I've gone years ahead and been able to make a decision and saved myself a lot of time, even though I'm 27. Like I have these weird days where I'm like, oh, I'm so young. And then there's other days where I'm like, but I'm not that young. Like I'm not 21 anymore. So yeah.
No, but I think I really appreciate that you're sharing your story and you're so open with it. But this is what I meant at the beginning as well. And you have to also, I mean, all the listeners have to understand that recognizing and acknowledging that there is a problem also in your personal life, you have to take care of it, because if you don't take care of yourself personally and your personal health, you can't take care of a business, and you can't even it's even worse when you then also have co-founders involved and maybe at some point employees. You have to always take care of yourself. You have to make that really the number one priority, because yes, your startup is also number one priority maybe, or if you're studying next to it, there's so many layers in life usually, and it's difficult to prioritize. But if you don't have your health, it will affect everything else. So I think it's valuable lessons that you've given there, and it's okay to open up. And it's also not for everyone, I understand this, but find the people that you can open up to. Might be family, might be friends, or it might be no one of this, because you don't want anyone to know about this for whatever reason. It's okay. Everyone needs to decide that for himself, but then find professional help. There is in every country, luckily, usually help available that you can take care of. And sometimes talking about things already helps a tiny bit, and really acknowledging this stuff and taking the first steps like you did to take care of yourself. It's really, really
I think the hardest thing is to to own up to these problems and to just take the step, is to accept that, like, what's scarier, to continue living a life where you don't figure it out, or to just try and do your best and to ask for help. Like there's no shame in asking for help, no matter what you've done. There are confidentiality laws in certain places, so if you really feel like there's something that you don't want to let out, there are still people you can go to and talk to in confidence. And then hopefully that you can find like that group of people, or even just one person that can be there to listen and not judge you. Because for me, it's really hard to like vent to certain people and to not take all of their opinions and suggestions. Like I've learned that I love to just talk to people and get that little validation of like, oh, am I making the right decision or not? And let them decide. And I'm like, I can't do that. I got to start, thinking for me. It's okay to, of course, take in other people's opinions and ideas. Like that's the whole point, especially with startups. Like if you don't have a profession in something, you cannot be stubborn. You cannot be stuck. You can be passionate and you can be dedicated, but you are going to have to like let go of some things. And if there's something holding on to you and clinging on to you in these times, you got to figure out how to just get it off, because it's just the best way is not by like numbing yourself or pretending it's not there, because it's there and it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Exactly. And one of the things is also you can use music and other things to express yourself. So I want to ask you to do a bit of freestyle again, maybe, before we end the episode.
Yeah, let's see. I love my music. My music's for me. I don't care, just give me a beat. And I'ma sing, I'ma dance, I'ma rap here for you. Baby, 'cause I'm here in love with the music. Music, I got music. What you got? 'Cause I got music. I can sing and I'll dance my life away until I find that happy ending.
Oh, thank you so much. It's always lovely to talk to you. Thank you for being so honest, transparent, and giving this great advice to everyone out there. And we are really so happy and appreciated that we have you in our community, and we're looking forward to supporting you further. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Bye.